How you guys doing out there? My name is Kenneth. I'm the creator of Crystal Edge Technology projector screens using smart technology gain. Alright, so you guys know that actually we are working on these high-tech projector screens. We have a few screens we have in mind. We have motorized screens, curved screens, and a few gaming simulator screens that are coming out. And man, there is so much going on. We have contract negotiations with distributors. We have, we're working on the copyrights with lawyers. We're working on a couple more patents. We have another chemical coming out called quantum light fusion. And man, it's going to be so freaking insane. So the reason why we're designing these screens is because when you're out buying a projector screen, there's a lot of stuff going to go through your head. Like, is my projector going to marry well? Is it going to work well with long throw or short throw? What the angles gain going to look like? Is this have to be used for dedicated theaters? Or my white walls going to inflict my screen? What about the environment? What if I have a window next to my screen? This is all the stuff that's going to be going through your head when you are getting ready to set up your home theater. Now, one of the things you want to be able to do is be able to have the peace of mind of being able to have a screen with all the lights on, light coming through the window, and you want the screen to look like an HD TV. And this is what a Crystal Edge does. It does a lot that the high-end screens on the market cannot do. Now, two things are going to come to mind when you start shopping. You don't want to spend a lot of money, but you want a very good quality picture. And the problem you're going to have here is you're going to find out that you're going to have to spend a ton of money in order to get a somewhat high-end screen. I call them somewhat high-end screen because they cannot do what the Crystal Edge can do. And either way, if you can't get that, then you'll have to settle with a screen that's going to have somewhat good color, but you're just going to have to deal with it. So you're only probably getting 50% of your projector's performance. With these Crystal Edge technology screens, they can be used indoor or outdoor. They're completely weatherproof. The gain on these screens is amazing. They're using something called smart technology gain, which is an engineered gain. Now, with that, so there's some other things I want to add to in this demonstration. Before I start this, my battery is dying on my camera. Not only are you going to be able to get an affordable screen with a high-tech quality to it, but on our business end, if our company becomes big, if our company becomes where we sell millions of dollars worth of screens, of course, we're going to have manufacturers. There's a lot of things we want to change. One of the things we want to change is, we not to say change, but on our end, we don't want a board of directors, because a board of directors means someone's going to be telling us what to do with our company, so we don't want that. We do not want stock at all, period. And another thing is that within our contracts for our distributors, there are strict policies where the screens cannot be overpriced. We have full control over all the pricings for all the screens. So that keeps a peace of mind that you guys don't have to worry about somewhere down the line these screens going through the roof. Another thing too, I want to add, this is very, very important, is that if I'm blessed where my company grows to the point where I have to have different forms of manufacturers in different areas, I will never ever outsource my company overseas. I believe in basically having a company in America. And the reason why is because there's a lot of people out there who don't have jobs because their jobs are being outsourced overseas. And I want to keep Crystal Edge Technologies here within the United States where we have jobs that are much needed. Hopefully, God bless, my company gets to that point where I can actually be able to do this. I don't think it's fair that for a company to go over and outsource and take jobs away and go overseas. And I'd say, yes, a cheaper way of manufacturing. If they do it over there, the product is cheaper over here. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I mean, I just think it's greed. That's why I look at it as greed. My thing is, if I'm buying your product here in the United States and I'm making you money, and there's no job over here, it's just confusing when you think about it. There's no job here for these companies. Do not want to stay here in the United States. I'm not saying all of them, but these companies don't want to stay here in the United States. And yet you want us to buy your product to support your company, but yet there's no jobs here for us. So that's one of the things I find a bit confusing there. So I promise my company will be here in the United States. I promise if my company grows big that I will basically keep it here in the United States so the jobs stay here. The jobs stay here. So that's basically about it. Alright, so let me get on the video demonstration because I don't know how much battery life I have and I am rambling. Not rambling on, but I'm just trying to get all this done in one hit. I have so much work on my plate, it's not even funny. Alright, there we go. I have to pause that again. Alright, there we go. Oh, I'm sorry, I completely forgot. Let's get some lights on in here. Let's hit this. Let's open up the window. Let's get this place very well lit. So you guys can see how the performance on the screen is. See, these screens take all the worry out of whether or not if I have too much light in my environment, or if I have a window next to my screen. You know, it just takes all of it out. It doesn't make a difference if you use a long throw or short throw. It doesn't make a difference where your projector is positioning. You can have it on the floor, you can have it on the ceiling. It can be long throw, short throw. It does not make a difference. Look at the quality in that picture. From any angle, your screen's gonna look absolutely amazing. Look at this. Well, I'm Kenneth from Crystal Age Technology Projector Screens. I'd like to thank you all for